Hey Tubies, welcome back to the Morganfire channel. It's me, TheMorganfire, and Dr. Laxminder, you know, the hat. Alright, so since I'm on the topic graveyard and graveyard work, I'm gonna give you a little a little sort of spell, sort of work, you know. It's a working to make people stay still, stay in one spot. Now, I've seen this for so many different ways and so many different things, but this spell is more for like someone that's spiritually active, like, you know, kind of, if you get me, they do work too. So I'm going to tell y'all what y'all gonna need. Now, I don't want y'all going around just trying to bind someone up. That's for sure. But what you gonna need to do? I got like drink some soda. Soda burp, but it's all right. Um, all right. So what you gonna need to do is go down to the graveyard. Now I already told y'all how to go into the graveyard. You're gonna need to pay your entrance fee. Then you're gonna have to pay your other fees. Um, and then you're gonna have to pay another fee. But anyways, what you're gonna do is you're going to call upon like several spirits if you feel that's necessary. If you don't feel that's necessary, then don't do it. Just go to one grave. You go to one grave, you're gonna need a nail. And this nail, I advise you to go take it and dip it in some holy water, bless it in the name of the Father, the Son, and Holy Spirit. Da 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 da. And if you're Wiccan, you could just charge it up and bless it, however we do it. Whatever kind of incantation and herbs you want to put it in, you put something, you know. Now, this is more of a hoodoo conjure. um, and then you're gonna need just like a name paper or whatnot. And this name paper is going to need some sulfur and some alum rock. Sulfur and alum rock. So the first thing you're gonna need to do is take you some oil, and this oil is like shut up oil, or you know, banishing oil, or particularly any malevolent oil that you got to like make somebody get away from you or shut up. Um, or a dominating oil, and I think that's made out of vervain. I'm not sure, but I sure check up for you. Just PM me. Alright, so you're gonna take that and strike across it. Now, what I did was I dipped the whole thing in just regular oil, just regular vegetable oil, and shook it in a mixture of alum rock, black pepper, and sulfur. Um, with it was already written the names and all that on it, and you written the name, the birthday, and all that. And you go down because it's kind of hard to get people's hair and stuff. And if you do have that, you could tie that on the nail too. But and you might want a piece of their clothing. I didn't have a piece of their clothing, but I did have something similar to a piece of their clothing. Um, um, and then that's one thing you're gonna do. So you're gonna fold that up. You're gonna stab through it. Now it's gonna be kind of hard to stab through. Um, a piece of paper. But then you're gonna stab through it and you're gonna stab this inside the graveyard. You're gonna stab this all the way inside the grave, all the way deep inside the grave, and you're gonna leave like a dime on top. You're gonna tell them to stay there, let this person stay with you until you're gonna petition the spirit that way. You're gonna be like, let this person stay with you, or let their lies and their slander and all their negativity and all their stuff stay with you until I come back. Um, until they cease their activity or whatnot. And you leave a dime and you stab that into the grave, and you just petition the spirit, leave a dime, and leave. There you go. A simple stay at wherever you at spell. Now, people that like people to stay at home, you would do this in your bed. People that wanted to stay outside, you would do this in your backyard. I don't know where else people want to stay. Oh, and if you wanted to stay in the hospital, you could do this and put this at the hospital. Um, and just about thinking about it, you could use some snail shell, some ground up powdered um, snail shell, um, and that would be better for this. Um, you could also just stab this snail and have them at the end of this while you're pushing it down. They stay right there. Um, I don't know what else. If you wanted somebody to stay at work, you could do that at their job. Like, you could be so creative about where you're gonna put this. Um, Now, I would say if you wanted somebody to die, you would put them at a crazy institution. Or like, one of those mental institutions. They're not particularly crazy, but they're not particularly there either. Or be able to function in normal society, because I don't know who the hell they is to categorize who, if you here or there. But yeah, you would put this at a mental institution, and they would go crazy. And you still petition the spirits of the land and the spirits of that place, and da. The same exact thing with the dime and whatnot, and petition the spirits and to stay right here. Yay! But this one's for the graveyard, and this one's for like to shut somebody. Um, like if somebody, okay, so what I did this for was that this person was being harassed, and I was like, if he wants to harass you, then I'll have a spirit to harass him. Same idea. About the mental institution and the work and this, that, and the other. They'll make you stay at work and whatnot. So I hope this helps, and I hope some people take this. Blessed be.